to the end. Boosie got himself in hot water. And I want to realize, shout out to one of the Chirac goons, man. One of Duke people, you feel me, who reached out. And his name, I Am Street T. Hey, man, I'm going to let y'all see what he got to say about his cousin Duke getting sent up at an untimely demise. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe to his channel, and subscribe to Street Blog for L TV.
Boosie, man. And I ain't gonna say not really nobody. They just wasn't in the public eye like Duke, man. Everybody knew Duke. Everybody loved Duke, man. Duke is a city boy. Duke is a Chicago boy, man. Duke know how to move in the street, man. His only mistake he made in the street, Boosie, was trusting you. Boosie. Then you going on, bro, you went right on blast. Man. Boosie, we can tell you scared. You nervous, Boosie. You nervous. We saw how y'all was all on him, and y'all was on him like vultures up in there, Boosie. He up in there gambling, man. Y'all all over him, man. Y'all on him like vultures, man. We see it from every angle, Boosie. You set that man up, Boosie. You got that man murdered. For what, Boosie? For what? But your pockets ain't right no more, Boosie. You ain't got what you had. You ain't got what you used to have, Boosie. You ain't keeping up out here. You can't keep up. So now that's what you're doing, Boosie. You killing for money, for jewelry. Cause you wiped him down, Boosie. You wiped him down for everything, Boosie. Your people, man. Your nephew, man. Y'all wiped him down for everything, man. His jewelry and his life, Boosie. Then you had the nerve to say, "Oh, he was gonna make me a piece." Yeah, we can believe that, cause that's what he do. You a rapper. You a rapper. So of course we know he was probably gonna make you a piece. But you took that. You seen that $1 million, man. Why did that man feel that comfortable to come all the way from Chicago with all that jewelry, Boosie? $1 million in jewelry down there by you, man. It's like somebody must have told him to shine. Somebody must have told him to shine, man. Because usually it don't matter, man. People don't travel with that much jewelry and money by themselves. Especially with not that much jewelry. They don't travel with that by themselves, man. That man felt comfortable. He felt comfortable. He felt comfortable enough to walk to his truck by his...
Hi guys, today I'm sharing truth.
He felt comfortable. He felt comfortable enough to walk to his truck by himself. How did the killers know where his truck was at, Boosie? How did they know? Your alibi was shitty, Boosie. And then all of a sudden you can't ride back with your cuz. Your cuz take the getaway truck and you go jump on the cheap ass plane. You go jump on the plane and try to go live. Come on, Boosie. You done knock them up, man. You done knock people off before, Boosie. Allegedly. You know you don't do that, man. You don't do that. You did it this time and you got scared, man, because you know you fucked up, Boosie. You messed up, Boosie. You done hit the wrong one. You hit the wrong person, Boosie. Man, Duke should still be here, man. Duke came down there for you, Boosie, to have a good time. And then you talking about you just met this man. You just met him. Man, Boosie, you sound crazy, man. You sound crazy, Boosie. You sound crazy, Boosie, and you know that shit a lie.
Check this out.
Oh, you ain't just meet him. Why would a dude that you just met, that's what you call him, a dude. Why would a dude you just met, a dude you just met, a day before that, Boosie? Come on, man. I bet you if they check them phones, man, I bet you he talked to you before that. I bet you he talked to you before that. Because you know, Boosie, if they looking at you for this homie, my dude, they finna check them phones. They finna ping them phones, Boosie. This a whole homicide, Boosie. And right now with all this Rico stuff going on, man, you a black rapper, Boosie. You a black rapper, Boosie. They finna be all over you, man. They finna see where his phone was pinging at, because I'm sure you talked to him when he was in Chicago too. And I'm sure somebody talked to him on your compound. So if they look at them phone records, Boosie, and they lead down to where you was at, that's even more ice. But it's a whole lot of evidence against you anyway, Boosie. You fucked up, Boosie.
Hi, just wanted to.
You fucked up, Boosie. You fucked up. You killed that man for some jewelry and some money, man. For some jewelry and some chump change, man. But it ain't no chump change to you because you killed him, man. You supposed to have that off in the bank somewhere, Boosie. How long you been out here and everything you doing but buying up all these acres and buying all that jewelry you had before and buying all them damn cars, nigga. That's where your money going. That's why you ain't got nothing. Then still trying to throw parties, them big pool parties. That's why you ain't got nothing. Duke was your come up. You got him down there solely for that reason. And I'm sure y'all told him to bring all that jewelry. Because that man came down there with $1 million worth of jewelry to party. He ain't come down there to party by himself, Boosie. Who gonna come that far from their land, from their hometown to party by themselves with $1 million worth of jewelry? And ain't no dude just gonna travel just with his girl with $1 million worth of jewelry to party. Just to party, unless he know who he going down to fuck with. He was coming down there to mess with you, Boosie. Now, Now all of a sudden, you done bought the man jewelry back. What a coincidence, Boosie. What a coincidence, Boosie. You done bought this man jewelry back. They said you took it. Everybody saying you took it. Everybody know you took it. Everybody know your people took it. Now all of a sudden, you done paid this much for the man jewelry. You paid this much for the man jewelry, but you selling cars. You got so many hours to come up with $1 million, but you came up with the money for that man jewelry. But you don't really know him. Why you buying pieces back for a man you don't really even know? Because if you ain't had nothing to do with it, Boosie, you ain't had nothing to do with it. But your guilt is showing. Your guilt is showing, Boosie. You showing how guilty you is, Boosie. Man. Your guilt is showing, man. They ain't even got you in the interrogation room yet.
I'm gonna beat this.
And you already folding, Boosie. Them GDs ain't finna play with you, Boosie. You know that. Them guys ain't finna play with you, Boosie. They want answers, Boosie. Boosie. They talking about this all in the city, Boosie. They want answers and they not play with you, Boosie. You know that like I know that, Boosie. They ain't finna play with you. You killed one of them guys, Boosie. Now You got to answer for it. Every time something new pop up, Boosie, you right in the middle of it. Or your cousin, right in the middle of it. You buying jewelry back. How you track that man's jewelry down so fast, Boosie? And how could you buy his jewelry back if you just had to sell all your cars and everything? And that we can tell, Boosie. That ain't one of them things that you wanted to do. We can tell how it was, man. We can see it in your eyes, Boosie. We can see it in your eyes, Boosie. You didn't want to sell them cars, Boosie. You didn't want to sell them cars, Boosie. But you robbed that man, Boosie. You heard that bad. That you took a desperate leap of faith like that to rob that man. You saw that $1 million, you couldn't let that $1 million leave with that money that he won too. Cause then you said he lost his money. That dude lost his. Why you can't, man? You know his name. You know his name, Boosie. Why you keep referring to him as that dude? That dude. That dude. You know that man, Boosie. Stop acting like you don't know him, Boosie. Because more video done surfaced of you in the same proximity of that man years ago. Right by him, same bit. That wasn't no coincidence, Boosie. Boosie. You got some explaining to do. You got some explaining to do, Boosie. You got a whole lot of explaining to do because all these arrows pointing back to you and your camp. They point back to you and your camp, Boosie. All these arrows is pointing back to you and your camp, Boosie. And it's crazy because usually when somebody, hit somebody or do something like that, man, it take a while for pieces to start falling together. But the pieces start falling together, man, the very next day with you, man. Cause you've been moving sloppy ever since. Ever since it happened, you've been moving sloppy, Boosie. We see the video, we see the whistles, we see all that, the head nods, we see it all in the video, man. We see it, man. There's cameras everywhere, Boosie. The camera's always gonna be rolling. You know that better than anybody. The camera's always gonna be rolling. Your steppers done stepped wrong, Boosie. Your dusty ass steppers done stepped wrong. You step up and then what you let them wear some of your clothes. It's on with your chain on that little bitty necklace that it was about to break. But your stepper, he done stepped wrong this time, Boosie. And trust and believe, man, down there in Texas, he finna tell on you, Boosie. All fingers finna point back to you, Boosie. Because their fingers point back to you, which police already think you had something to do with it, and everybody else think you had something to do with it. Well, they know you did. They gonna get your cousin. Your cousin ain't finna try to go up by himself because they know he didn't just hit him. They know he was sent to hit him. So your cousin finna send me to bull you, Boosie. Your cousin finna take a deal. Before this shit even go to court, he finna cooperate and he finna tell them the whole spiel. And I guarantee you, in that spiel, your name gonna come up as the orchestrator. You know this, like we know this. You've been to jail before, Boosie. A lot of us have. And you know, like we know, or like some of us know, that when dude go in that interrogation room, only thing they gonna want to know, because there's so much evidence and he looked like he gonna be scared. instead of just keeping his mouth closed, he gonna run with the deal. And that deal is gonna be give up the person who put you up on duty. And I guarantee you, that's where you finna come in at. Because you didn't directly get your hands dirty. But your hands are filthy in this. Your hands are filthy in this, Boosie. You should be ashamed of yourself. We don't know how many people, but we know you and your cousin and this little and your dusty guys. We know they had something to do with it. Them the dudes you ain't using dudes with money to do nothing because ain't nobody with no money gonna do nothing. You bird feed dudes them and taking them with you places and them your little hitters. They doing whatever to stay in your shadow. They doing whatever, Boosie, to stay in your shadow. This time, Boosie, you messed up. You messed up. You gotta take that one to the chin, Boosie. You better sell everything to pay for this lawyer. Because we all know.
How would you feel if you couldn't be reached in an emergency because you couldn't afford a reliable phone plan? The truth is, many Americans can't afford cell phone coverage, which limits their communication to family and friends, as well as access to...
We all know. All of us that done ever been in. That done ever been in. We'd rather be broke out here than rich behind bars. You feel me? You know. We'd rather be broke out here than rich behind bars. Because it's going to take you a hell of a lawyer, Boosie, to come from up under this. It's going to take you a hell of a lawyer. It's a whole homicide, man, and all that RICO stuff going on, Boosie. They finna tear you up, Boosie. They about to tear you up because allegedly, for Facebook purposes, and YouTube purposes, and Instagram purposes, allegedly, you sent your cousin at Duke, man. You sent your cousin at Duke. They did Duke in. They knew where he was parked at. They was waiting for him. Didn't nobody follow him. They was waiting for him. Because y'all already knew where that man was parked at. Y'all wiped him down for everything. Bust him down right there. Took everything. For nothing. For nothing. And you supposed to be a prominent person in the rap game, man. Is the rap game doing that bad, or is just some of y'all rappers doing that bad to where y'all gotta resort to killing people for that next million? For that next million, you gotta resort to killing people. Cause we know how you is when you got money, Boosie. You ain't been posting no videos, Boosie, in a minute. You ain't been throwing down plenty hundreds and letting your bed up and with the beds full of money. You ain't been doing that. You done squandered your money away like a lot of these dudes have. You done squandered your money away. You done spent it faster than it was coming in. And now, you gotta take people out just to pay bills. You gotta take people out just to pay bills. You have people food with them cars and all that. But we can tell you stressed. You was out of weight. You was buffed up before. Now you're getting back skinny. You're getting back skinny. You look like you ain't been sleeping. That's all stress. What you saying, your son? I thought you keep 100 on you after what they done to you. You said you keep 100 on you after what they done to you. Well, you better have some meals on you now for what they finna do to you. Because you did that to Duke. You did that, Boosie. Allegedly. You did it. Allegedly. Because I don't want them striking my video. But allegedly Boosie, you had that